Are you still in that chat hole?
Am I still where?
In the chat?
Yeah.
Can you send out that I had to switch rooms? Hello, Crystal. Can you hear me okay? I am having a heck of a time here. Barbara's here. Kelly's here. Hey, can you guys hear me okay? I am having some issues.
No, the room's not there anymore.
Okay.
I can't comment on it.
Nicole's here. Kelly's here. Everyone is still in the old chat. I know I can't get in there to let them know. What a mess. I sent money on the other one. Sorry, Rooted. It's... Okay, as you can see, we've got a green screen running behind us, and the kids got it for me for Christmas, and I set it up earlier today, and I've tried it 1,000 times, and it worked perfectly. But when it comes down to it, you all know what happens. It's the age-old thing. It's just going to quit working on you. So I apologize for being 16 minutes late, but here we are. And it's not perfect. You can see the edges, but I don't even care. I am happy to be here with all of you on this wonderful day. I hope everyone is having a good day. Hello, Connie. Hello, Peg. Vicky's here. Erica's here. Ida's here. Who else is in here? Nicole number 2 is in here. Rooted is here. Thank you. I saw Rooted. You were carrying the chat. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate keeping everybody entertained. Well, I don't know. Again, I went over it 1,000 times and it worked perfect, but when you go, it just doesn't want to go. So anyway, Laura's here, Alice is here, we got some new names in here, that is fantastic. If this is our first, Kimmy's here, Sherry, if this is our first time meeting, welcome. Glad that you are here to spend the evening with us, even though it's cut a little bit short. Again, I do apologize. Normally I'm on other people's live streams, so Sunshine got the idea, hey, why don't you set up the green screen? I'm like, yeah, let's do it. And I got it up and going, and that's what happened. But we're glad you're here. Hey, Snowman. Hey, Ashley. Erica, no worries. Thank you so much. I should have just went with StreamYard like we always do, but man, I wanted to do something different, and I'll get it. I just need to tune it up a little bit. I had some special stuff on here I wanted you guys to see, but then we just went with drone footage, and then that didn't even work. So whatever pops up on here, it doesn't even matter at this point. It's all going to be out in the open. It's just running. Yeah, Sunshine. I think Sunshine is here in the chat somewhere. Yep, there she is. Okay, so how is everybody doing tonight? If anybody has any questions while we get this thing going, please make sure you put it in all caps, and I will be sure to answer them as soon as I can. But I got home yesterday. We'll just dive right into it. Oh, Rooted. Oh, hey, buddy. Thank you so much. You shouldn't have done that. Thank you, thank you. Just boop it. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Pretty much just boop it. So we got home from work yesterday, and somebody left me a comment, and that was Margaret. Margaret Ramirez left a comment in one of my other videos saying, congratulations, you made it to Chills. Now, if you don't know what Chills is, it's a YouTube channel that essentially compiles creepy and scary videos of paranormal and such in their own video, narrates them and edits them, and they come out really nice. And it's a very addictive sort of show to watch because it goes from clip to clip to clip, and it's all the good stuff all the time. Nukes Top 5 is one, Chills is one, Slapped Hammed is one, all great channels. So she left a comment on one of the videos saying, congratulations, you made it to Chills, and I thought it was a joke because I haven't set anything in a long time. They get thousands of submissions a day from all over the world, and so I went to Chill's channel and pulled up his latest video, which just dropped 2 hours ago yesterday when I saw it. And I was watching it, and it's the 13 scariest videos that should have stayed hidden or something. And it's going through, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this was definitely a troll. And then comes number 6, and there are, my double chin just hanging out for 5 million viewers to see. and I couldn't even believe it. I started screaming, freaked the dogs out, everybody ran in a panic. Sunshine thought I stabbed myself. I mean, it was just insane. And I was too excited really to explain to her what was going on, but it's awesome. So our viewer of ours, Stephanie Sloan, I don't know if she's here or not, was the one that sent it in, she said. So that is just too cool. Like I said, it's just such a surprise. And I mean, the dude's got 5 million subscribers, and as of
Barbara Andy money.
huh
Barbara Andy money.
and as of the last time I checked, that video alone was up to 90,000 views. So to think that 90,000 people saw my double chin on the internet is just crazy. And we've been getting a lot of good feedback. Of course, with that territory comes a lot of trolls, a lot of new. Whenever you get a new wave of people that comes in, it sort of muddles things up for a little while. But I assure all of you that we are going to keep our tribe as awesome as it always has been. There's definitely room to grow, but we are not going to tolerate any sort of nonsense here because life is just too short. So definitely exciting. Barbara Ann Breen, boop, boop, and boop. Congrats, beautiful. Thank you so much, Barbara Love. I really appreciate that. Filling the gas tank again. I'm pretty sure that Barbara alone probably fuels all of our adventures with her support. So thank you so much for that donation. It's really appreciated, but never expected. So thank you. Let me just go over the chat real quick to catch up and see where we go from there. Number 6, yep, rooted, definitely. So exciting, congratulations. Erica, his voice though. Yeah, it's different. Everybody's different in their own beautiful way. And, you know, that's his channel, and that's the way he narrates. And I'm just thankful either way. But you're right. Sandra Pink, what happened to the pickle jar? Okay. So, as some of you know, I tried to go live yesterday and ran into some issues. Surprise, surprise. What happened was when I was sitting in my truck, now I know there is a lot of old grandfather and old live oak canopy tree cover in this particular location. It's deep in there. And my phone being quite a few years old, I'm very particular about hanging on to things that aren't broken. But it struggles sometimes. So when I was sitting still in the truck, it was perfect. When I went to get out and I sprayed down with bug spray and I'm talking to you guys, I realized at one point I was talking to myself, and then it came back on and I'm like, oh, sweet. So I turned the camera around and I'm like, okay, you guys are gonna go first because I'm a gentleman. And I took exactly 8 steps into the forest and it just said, not today. So that was a bummer. So I turned around and I tried to get the connection back, and I couldn't. So what I did was I drove around to the Murder Bridge site. That's not quite as deep in the woods. It's on private property, but that part is in the woods, but there's a nice clearing right beside it. So I figured I'd have better luck with that. And I did for about 8 minutes, and then it just decided not today. So that's embarrassing. Especially later that day, Chills pulls you onto the channel, and the very first thing they see are 2 failed live stream attempts. But hey, what are you gonna do? Let's see. So the pickles, yes. In any case, I did not go in to get the pickles because I want you guys to go with me, and I have the ability, I don't have it with me, on my GoPro to stream live if I hotspot. And if I hotspot, I can use Sunshine's phone, and hers is a little better than mine. So coming soon, all of us are going to go get the pickles. I left it there because that's something that we're going to do together. So they are still there. Let's see. Love you guys. Love you too, Ashley. Wait, Ashley. Oh my gosh, $5. Congrats. Thank you so much. Sunshine, you sleeping over there or what?
No, but you were chatting, so I...
I'm always chatting. Gotta land the plane. Ashley, thank you. It's good to see you. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm just went right past the comment because I'm so far behind. I'm sorry.
Crypt Keepers has a comment. Richelle, what are you using to live stream?
Richelle, what am I using for live stream? Why do you have to ask that question like I'm going to know? So, normally we just use StreamYard, and that's pretty cut and dry. I don't have any issues with that. But since we're using the green screen setup, I tried to use OBS, and like I said, the platform OBS, it worked all the other times. Sunshine and I were playing with it all day. I did some tests, one of which I was sitting there, hopefully not picking my nose, thinking that it was on private, but in fact it was not. I was live streaming to the internet, and when I looked down and saw 6 people in the chat, if one of you were one of the 6, I apologize. Probably was not my best look. I hadn't had my coffee yet. What are you going to do? Anyway, it worked perfect. So I used the OBS system with the green screen in order to get something like this, which is pretty not that great, but it's fun. But when it came down to it, because it was a stream that was created in advance, it didn't want to connect. And I tried everything, and the only solution that was left was to create a whole different room. And 30 of you still found me anyway, so I'm very grateful for that. Let's see. Please, if you can spend a day searching for the skunk ape. None here. Oh, yes. We've got plenty of stories going around about the skunk ape. And Sandra, that is a great idea. I need to brush up a little more on my knowledge of their habits and their habitat. It's a little more difficult, as you might imagine, than just walking around until you find a giant footprint. And to be honest, if I'm close enough to find a giant footprint, I'm a little too close. But I personally have what may be a skunk ape experience. Did a lot of camping. In fact, most of my years of being alive, I'm not going to say how old I am, 35, were spent outside, either camping or fishing or whatever. And in one of those camping experiences, I was with my father, and there was definitely something that I can't explain what it was. A lot of weird knocking. There was I'll never forget, there was this bone-chilling, I don't want to call it a scream. It was more of like a lonely call. Sort of like if anybody's ever heard a mourning dove, it was sort of like that. And I don't know. My dad just told me to roll over and go to sleep, and I did, and it was fine. But it was definitely weird, and it might have been one of those half asleep, half awake things, but I've never forgotten it. But it's always been in the back of my mind to go out and see if I can find one. So that's a great idea, Sandra. Tamara, late. Yes, I was late too. No worries. Donna, congratulations. Thank you so much, Donna. Who said wood booger? Rooted said wood booger? I believe in the skunk ape. I do too, Snowman. I believe that even though we are at a record and alarming rate tearing down lots of beautiful natural land, I think that there's still enough out there, and they're smart enough that they're definitely hiding. Skunk ape. Yep, skunk ape, wood booger, Sasquatch, Bigfoot. Just regional names, I guess. I'm almost 47. You are young. Yes, tell that to my body. Wood boogers and Bigfoot. Okay, that's interesting. So I've heard wood boogers, but I thought that was more, well, I guess Texas is southern. I thought it was more of like a Louisiana thing. Do you hear that a lot, Rooted, where you are, or did you just hear that and pick that up as your own word? Not making fun of you, I honestly want to know. Actually, in the chat, tell me if you heard of Sasquatch, wood booger, Bigfoot. What do you guys call it? I'm interested to know. I'm interested to know if it's a regional thing or what? Chewbacca. Bigfoot, Sasquatch. Wood booger, Bigfoot, okay. Bigfoot, Sasquatch, Bigfoot. Okay. I don't know if you noticed right there, but I hit a tree with my drone. Cheryl, hi Cheryl, thank you for being here. I believe they're all smarter than us, Sasquatch, Bigfoot, whatever we call them. Tamara, you have a very good point. I think to think that we are the most intelligent entities on the planet is foolish. And there's a lot in Mother Nature that'll everything down to mold, mushrooms. It's unbelievable. Let's see, Bigfoot.
I just gave you $10. Peg 1122.
Chewbacca, West Coast Bigfoot. Oh, Peg 1122. I do not buy from Amazon, so I will toss you a super chat whenever I can. You are so respectful and sincere when you are talking to the entities. Your investigations are genuine. It is so refreshing. Peg, thank you so much. Not only does that donation help, but those words really are music to my ears. To be honest, it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle to not to be who I am, but it's a lot harder to not only convey that through a camera, but to find an audience that appreciates that and doesn't want all the bells and whistles. So thank you so much. That comment means a lot to me. And thank you for the donation. That's awesome. West Coast Bigfoot, hide and seek champions. Yes. You know what? That would make a great t-shirt. I'm sure there's one out there already, but not one that I've made. So I'm going to work on that. So thoughtful. Yes. Yes, Sunshine. Three Souls Paranormal. Hey, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. Okay, so I think we're all in agreement that we all just call Bigfoot whatever we want. This has gone way off topic, but that's okay. It's interesting to know what everybody else thinks as well. I think that would be fun. We have to go out, back out for the Swamp Witch, and there are stories of skunk ape out there. And it's a perfect environment. There's just enough, well, there's a lot of woods left, but there's just, I mean, it's all, of course, surrounded by roadways, and it's almost like boundaries, you know, and it's just, there's a lot of hunters out there, so we will be going not during hunting season, but there's a lot of things that I think would really be interesting. I just got to convince Sunshine to go out in the woods and look for them. But one of the things I do want to do while I have your ear is in the Swamp Witch, we caught those weird underwater, could have been EVPs. I'm not saying they were. It's just very strange. But I would like to actually get in the water and see if we can find something in that spot especially. Amy. Hey, Amy, how are you? Thank you for being here. It's awesome. Hello, Richelle. How have you and Sunshine been doing? Oh, Three Souls. Crypt Keepers, we have been fantastic. Life is good. Thank you for asking. There she is. There's Margaret. Margaret's here.
Yes.
Margaret, do you know what you did besides give me a dang heart attack? I don't know if you saw my comment or not, but if you feel comfortable, Margaret, will you please email me your address so that we can shower you with gifts? That would be awesome. I still haven't settled down. I couldn't sleep last night. It was like Christmas morning. I just kept wanting to just jump up and check the numbers and just see. I can't even tell you. To be a small tuber and have something like that happen is just... And he did such a good job. Like, he totally made it look better than I did. And I'm not even mad. It's awesome. Let's see. Morning, Sunshine. Sorry, being on the beds. Amy, you're... Don't ever apologize for that. Don't ever apologize for that. Okay, so get your questions up there if anybody has any for me. It can be about paranormal, exploration, nature. While I have you, however, I do want to say that right after this live stream, Rooted Expeditions will be going live with special guest What the Paranormal. I'm sure most of you know who What the Paranormal is and how awesome they are, so please, if you have some extra time after my show, of course, I'm just kidding, head over to Rooted Expeditions for that. And then, of course, after that is the after party. And I'm a little jealous that Zach came up with this first. I know it was a friend of his who came up with it. But the after party is really cool, and it's just after the show, and creators come up and people even who aren't, but it is just a very relaxed general chat, and hopefully there won't be any fights this week like there were last week. I'm just kidding. But it's a good time for sure. And we share, I know we share a lot of the same subs. This place is just awesome. Our subs are just amazing. So check that out. All right, let me go back and see if there's any questions.
Jennifer said she got her shirt and it's awesome.
Our Jennifer?
Yep. She's in the chat.
Jumpin' Bean, you in here? Guys, Jennifer Jumpin' Bean, Sunshine's mom, is in the chat, I believe.
She is. Maybe she's being shy.
Oh my god, okay, for sure, I never win anything. Girl, okay, let me put my email in here if you don't have it, because just the fact that you did that, first without me knowing, which is awesome. I never asked you to, I never begged you to, you just did it on your own. That means more to me than you will ever know.
Margaret's the one that saw you. Margaret's the one that gave you the comment.
What? Alright, here's my email. Send me your address, please. I'll be there. Yes, you will. You're always there. You're on your way. I know I saw one from Barbara. Hang on, Barbara. Please play the clip. I have 25 minutes. Which clip are you talking about, Barbara? Let me know. And I don't even know if I can because I don't want to lose the live stream again. You are on your way. I'll tell you what. Life is just a bunch of little miracles and magic strung together, and this was definitely a big one. Amy wants to know how many animals we have.
I responded. I said too many.
I don't know if I want to answer that.
Too many.
Opal. Opal, you are new. Hello and welcome. I haven't seen your name before. Thank you so much for being here. I love your still pics. Great eye. Thank you. Fun fact, most of those are Sunshine, my partner's pictures. She sort of entertains what I do, and her part in, she'll go in some of these places with me, but she really just loves to focus in on the little things to try and bring the whole experience together. So I do a few pictures, but most of them are Sunshines. I still got queso and chips in my pocket. I'm not going to ask. Richelle will be there, I hope. After party, yes, Zach. I will be there for the after party. Zach very lovingly invited me back. I know, very random question. Okay, Amy. So we have, right now, a total of too many dogs, and right now that's about it.
It sounds like we're hoarders. Make sure that they don't think we're hoarders.
Our foster kitties went to their new homes, and from time to time we'll have fun things that we, have to take home temporarily. But we have 8. We have 8 dogs. They're all different sizes and colors and shapes, and they're all special. Here, I'm going to hit the tree again right here. This is a funny clip. I'm glad it keeps playing over and over again. My mistake. Yep, see that branch? Hello.
They're all rescue animals.
They're all rescue animals. They come from the shelters near about where we live. We love them most of the time. The only one that is sort of different from the crowd is Camper, and that was my father's dog, and he's a Chihuahua. The rest of them are big, block-headed dummy bullies, which we love. John will not be there, Richelle. I'm not answering that. Let's see. Binoculars where? I got a whole line of questions, and some I will reveal tonight. Oh boy. You do have the best questions, except when you ask about the toilet paper. No, you know what, Zach, is it okay if I ask that question in this chat? The toilet paper question, just to see. I know that's sort of your trademark. Let me know. Wonderful group here. Amy, you are right. Papa Bear! Hey, Papa Bear, how are you? Listen, I've probably said this before, but if anybody here is interested in a fabulous cooking channel that is just right from the home and the heart, go check out Papa Bear. I am hooked on his videos. Go show him some love if you want. Elsa, hey from Houston. Hey, thank you for being here. Oh, for after the after party. Okay. All right. That makes sense. Then I also will have chips and queso in my pockets, which I usually do anyway. Don't judge me. Hi, everybody. Sunflower. Hey, Opal. Amy, love animals. Yes, I do too. Our lives would not be complete without animals. Virginia calls them wood boogers. Okay. See, maybe I'm wrong on my demographics there. Need to rescue a doggy soon. Yes, Amy, you do. Just don't get hooked. We have a German Shepherd Lab mix named Odie. She looks like a bear. We had koi ponds, but a herring keeps taking out the fishes. Man,
That's awesome.
that is awesome. You got to get some netting. Netting, or they make a motion activated, like a frog or a koi fish or something that'll actually spray water if something, which you want to turn off before you go to feed or clean your koi pond. But it'll spray water and make a noise, and that might help keep that heron away. I'm nervous to bring these questions up tonight. They are funny but very personal. Well, I'm glad I'm not on to this week then. I'm behind, just getting caught up with the chat. Stick with me. Animals make a home. You were absolutely right. Go for it.
Julie Rosenberg is there. Baby G.
Baby G! Baby G, are you in the house? Hi, Baby G. Okay, so I have permission. So chat. This is serious. I already know. She's already answered. And I don't want any, I know that we've got a great crew here, but I don't want any bashing whatsoever. But this is a very important question. Your toilet paper, is it over or under? Go. The suspense is killing me. Okay.
It's over.
We got a good over unless you have a cat. Marilyn knows. Marilyn knows. Under in Australia. Really? Over, it's sanitary. Okay, so I think the chat pretty much agrees that over is the most popular. I'm not going to say it's right or wrong, even though it's absolutely right. But I see that everybody is generally, my cat's worse if it's under, down under. I'm OCD. Okay, so all of my unders. Can you tell me why it's better? I'm genuinely curious, because mine is over. I can't stand it when it's under because I go to give a little tug and the next thing I know, the whole roll is on the floor. So my unders, where are my unders at? Let me know why you prefer it under, if you don't mind. This has nothing to do with paranormal. R.I.P. Steve Irwin. Girl, don't get me started on that. I still haven't recovered. Ask cats. Cats and kids because of cats and kids. Okay. Okay. Maybe I just can't operate. I can't properly operate the under roll. I don't know. I just can't do it. Just throwing it out there. Oh, that was fun. Thank you guys for participating. That was awesome. Okay, so yes, back to the pickles. The pickles we have waited on. We've got a video right now that we are working on where some less than desirable events have happened. I haven't said anything about it, and I'm not going to now, but it's definitely one for the books. With Under You Fight Gravity. Agree. I'll change it at someone's house. That's awesome. Slow your roll. I hate it when it's under and my cats don't mess with mine. That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. But it's a big fight, right? Everybody, not a fight, but everybody's got their way of doing it, and it's one of those, my way's the right way. And you better not be at my house. Oh, goodness. That's awesome. 36 people here. This is amazing. Thank you guys for being here. Does anybody have any questions while we're here? We're going to wrap it up. Not quite yet, but pretty soon, because I do have to be off by the time Rooted comes on, so that you guys can go check that out. He's on at 8 o'clock EST. Other questions? I love it that you're here. Did I miss the clip? Barbara, what clip are you talking about? Did you tell me or not?
The clip probably of your thing.
Of the whole reason why we're here, the chills thing? Must be. It's going to cycle through here in a second. I put it on in this, the chills clip, yes. I think after this swamp scene here, I think it's going to come up for you, Barbara. I don't have the sound on it because chills. Yes, Barbara, hang tight for me. The background's going to change and it'll be on there. I could play just the clip, but I'm afraid to navigate away from this page because we all know how good I am about losing everybody. So
Kim McIntyre has a question for you.
Kim, okay.
Would anything scare you enough to stop ghost hunting?
Would anything scare me enough to stop ghost hunting? A room full of toilet paper under. I'm just kidding. I don't like spiders. But I know what you're asking. I'm just being silly. That is actually a great question, and it's a question I've never been asked before. I think it would be silly for me to say no. I think that anybody that says that they could keep on forever is being a little silly myself. I do think that if I'm in a place and every once in a while you'll hear somebody say this, they'll look over and they'll say, I just saw something crawl out of that bathroom. I think if I actually saw an entity or a demon or some sort of manifestation that is... Barbara, it's after this, honey. Just be patient. This is the intro. If I looked over and saw something disfigured moving in an erratic way, I think that may scare me enough to maybe not quit, but I would definitely bring myself back to Jesus for a little while. I don't think anybody is prepared for that. No, I don't think that might be it. That might be it. Obviously, a possession is very scary. And there's a reason why on this channel you don't see a lot of super hardcore stuff, and that's because I don't go looking for the super hardcore stuff. I know my limits, I know my spirituality, and we do not mess with things. Here it comes, Barbara, pay attention. Oh, I'm not gonna, no, you're right. There you go, Barbara. I know what I can and what I can't handle, and there are gray areas within that, but it's definitely something that's always in the back of your mind when you do something like this, because you are opening up yourself to the unknown, and it can be very scary if you're not where you need to be. So it's a very good question. Thank you.
Next question from Ida Bustamante. Have you ever thought about doing an after party for your channel?
Have I ever thought about doing an after party
For your channel.
for the channel? Well, I haven't been streaming that much, but Ida, that's a great idea. I would have to ask Zach if he thinks it would be okay, because it was his idea, and I am not in the business of taking people's ideas. So Zach, if you're still here, let me know. I didn't really necessarily want to stream on a Sunday because of this reason, and yes, it doesn't matter. I can stream right over Zach, but that's just not who we are. So a Sunday is not exactly the best time because there's a lot of people that stream on Sunday. So there's just no need to crowd. You know, we all share a lot of the same people, and it's not fair to make people choose. For a different day, though, yes. Heck yeah, after party. Well, there you go. Zach said it was okay. So yes, Ida, maybe the next live stream we do, which will be coming up shortly, we will do an after party. Thank you, Zach. We just did it today because we just got the news yesterday, and it was just too cool not to. Plus, I wanted to try out the green screen, which ended up biting me in the butt, so that's what you get.
Next question is from Erica Aphrodite.
Uh-huh.
What is your element? She is air with earth.
That's a good question.
I'm not sure if they're going to be asking you that question. You might have to say it. Your element.
Yeah, never provokes a fear. It always respects them. Absolutely. I don't think you should be poking around and messing with things when you... I mean, there's a lot of things in this world you can control. That's not one of them. That's not one of them. And they were here first, and they have their space and their rights and their mind made up, and you're not going to change it, no matter how much you scream at them. So there's just no point. You're going to get a lot more answers for what you're looking for if you just ask nicely. It's the golden rule. It applies in life and death, essentially. Richelle, we are a family. Mi casa, su casa. Thank you, Zach. Chips and cake, queso, boop, yeah.
Donna Dix has a question for you.
Uh-huh.
And the question is, have you ever crossed a ghost to the other side? I'm not sure if you answered the last question, but...
Have I ever crossed a ghost over to the other side, Sunshine says. I have one time. Oh, I'm trying to think because Mr. Jody Dean and I also did it, but by myself. I've done it one time, and that was a personal thing. It wasn't done on camera. But as a lot of you have noticed, the last house that I was in with the pickles, there seems to be a gentleman there that may not know he's deceased. And he is depressed, and he lashed out at me. Particularly for that reason, and mainly because you're a stranger walking into somebody else's space. So a lot of you suggested I go back there to see if I can help him cross over, and I am going to do that. I just haven't decided whether or not I'm going to do it on camera. I think that it's important you guys come along with me, but again, it's going to be up to him. So if he lets me know it's okay, then I'll definitely do it. He may not be able to communicate with me that way, so we might just have to see how the feeling is and how it goes, and if he feels like he's being cornered, then we may have to cut it off, but yes, I have done it, and we're going to do it here again soon. And if I'm able to, I'll take you guys along with me for that.
Amy has a question.
Uh-huh.
Do you have a blessing you can share?
Do I have a blessing that I can share? I do not. I do not have a blessing I can share.
You do everything right on the moment.
We do, yes, as Sunshine just said, from behind this magical screen. When we get there, we feel out the energy, and I feel personally in my journey that blessings and prayers are not only deeply rooted within you, but they're also on the spot, and they're all depending on the situation. So it's never really scripted. They're always different. So it just depends. It's just a spur of the moment thing when we're actually there. And then, of course, when we leave as well, so we don't have anybody hitching a ride with us. Okay, coming up on 7:54, I'll take a few more questions, and then I will see all of your beautiful faces again very, very soon. If you guys are enjoying this live stream, please hit that thumbs up. I hate to be that crunching ask, but if you're enjoying it, let me know if you want to do more of this. You always get the jitters before a live stream, especially your own, and you're worried you're going to run out of things to talk about. But as Sunshine says, I have a hard time landing the plane, so I don't think I'll ever run out of things to talk about.
Rooted said something really nice. He said, Richelle will be our family. Mi casa, su casa.
Oh, thank you, Rooted. All right, go through the thing real quick. Yep, there's Rooted, Lupia, Barbara Ann. In your clip, what are you pointing at in the attic? Okay, so in that clip, that was actually Dylan from Chills. He inserted that arrow. He actually made, like I said, the story better than I did, the whole clip. But he's pointing to that spray foam that they use. And when he was narrating during that part, he said, it seems like a porch that somebody finished and then left in the middle of the renovation. So he was just, I think, pointing out the fact that it was unfinished. There wasn't anything necessarily spooky going on in that shot. I saw you in Jody's, Connie, I saw you in Jody's video once. I could tell you weren't easy, but that's when I found you and subscribed. Thank you so much, Connie. And you'll notice when, just like people have different energies and attitudes and personalities, that goes with paranormal investigating as well. And you'll find that you can be in a room with one other person or even a room full of people, and the same spirit will interact differently or choose not to interact at all depending on your behavior, which is very interesting to me. I always thought that was really neat. It's not one of those things you really think about. You sort of just think about them as just being on this loop of, 10 o'clock I'm going to turn the lights on, 10:15 I'm going to throw the TV, and it's just not like that at all. And you can go back 1,000 times and it will always be different. It's amazing. I was a little uneasy, Connie, yes.
Nicole Parent has a question.
Who?
Nicole
Okay.
Parent, do you and Sunshine have the same beliefs?
Do me and Sunshine have the same beliefs? No, we do not. We agree on a lot of things, and in this particular field, we agree on a lot of things, but there are some things that I'll point out that I'll see or notice or feel that she just doesn't have that ability, but she's got abilities that I don't have as well, and she's not quite completely open to it all yet, and she may never be, and that's okay too. The important thing is that she supports me, and I support her in what she does, but we definitely don't agree. A lot of the times we'll see, just the nastiest, broken down, dirty old tetanus shack that you've ever seen, and I'm hitting the ground running, and she's like, no thank you, I'm not going in there. So she's not quite on board with 100% of the spirit wrangling quite yet, but she is a trooper, give me that. All right, 7:58, I'm going to wrap it up here. Let me just make sure I am all basically caught up. I know I'm going to miss some things, and I'm very sorry. You'll notice here that we absolutely love interacting with everybody at all times. So if I did miss something, I'm very sorry. Please don't think that I'm ignoring you, because it's a lot harder than it looks sitting in front of a camera and a light ring and a green screen and trying to talk and not sound like an idiot and also read the comments. So we love you all very much, and thank you for spending your very hard-earned time here with us this evening. And like I said, Zach from Rooted Expeditions, he's in the chat. He's going live here in a couple minutes, and What the Paranormal is going to be the guest, and that is another girl power paranormal investigative team. There's not many of us around, so please go check them out if you've got some extra time. And then I will be in the after party tonight for a little while at least, and we will get back here to do another live stream soon, because this was just so much fun. I apologize for being late earlier, but thank you so much for your patience and for your donations and your support. You guys mean the world to us. So we will see you guys on the next adventure. Bye.